Today, in this video, I'll be talking about the Tersia Revolutionaries Special Strike Team for Deadzone. Like the Ares contract, the Tersia, I think that's how you pronounce it, I could be wrong. Tersia Revolutionaries are mainly models from Star Saga. Well, I say mainly, but it's more like half. Half of them are from Dreadball Extreme, and a few of them are actually just on the Vault. In fact, what's her name? Lyra the Fixer. She's the only one that's just 3D printed. The rest you can either get on the Vault now, or you can get from various places. It's better off looking at the Vault, that's probably your best bet. Some of them I kind of have to scratch my head a bit to why they're in there. From a background perspective, it sort of doesn't make sense. If you want a Reb sort of themed list, why not have more Reb type characters, such as the Yindage with the crossbow, or the Sphere with the Magma Lance and a bit of tactical ability? Why not do that? I don't know, maybe I'm missing something there, but that's what I think anyway. So these have actually technically got two faction special rules. I'll go over the special operations in a minute, but they've actually got a thing called terminals. Any model in a cube with the terminal may perform a special action to access the terminal, in which case the terminal will dispense one intel item. If a model accessing the terminal is capable of picking up the item, it will do so immediately without any further action required. Otherwise, place a token in the cube to represent the intel item, and the normal rules for picking up items apply to it. Then roll 1d8. On the result of 7 or 8, the model has triggered a booby trap, as per the result, page 42 of the rulebook. Remember, models may not perform a special action if there are enemy models in the cube, as per page 17 of the rulebook. Each terminal may only be accessed once, and victory points are only gained on pickup, not discovery. Is that a thing everyone can do? Or is it just these? Maybe I've got this the wrong way around, perhaps. I don't know. It seems like that's how it's meant to be, that only this faction can do it, but I could be wrong on that. I might be. Anyway, the special operations, you've got a choice of 4. Strip them down for parts. Whenever a construct or model with 2 or more armour is eliminated in the same cube as Linda? Yeah. She regains her life support if it's already been expanded, or may remove a wound token from a friendly construct in the same cube, or up to 2 cubes away. Not bad. In addition, placed 1 item from the unused item pool in her cube. She may immediately pick it up for free if no enemies are in her cube. Okay, so that's not bad if you get Asterians, actually. That would be pretty good against Asterians. It'd be not bad against the Surgeon Strike strike team. Be not bad on them. Who else wouldn't it be bad on? I suppose on a mostly cyborg Maison Labs list, be pretty good on them, actually. If you know your opponent might take this. I think on most opponents it's not going to be much cop, to be honest. Not a leader by choice, but by circumstance. Hector Sanchez gains the keywords Communications Relay and Combat Team Training, changes Recon to 3+. Makes him a fairly decent supporting leader. I mean, we'll go through what he does, but he's not bad, quite frankly. His stats aren't bad, what he does isn't bad. He's not a bad one, but these make him more of a support leader more than anything else. Having the Recon of 3+ is really, really good. Next one is Earning Her Freedom. Liara gains the Headstrong keyword. Track how many victory points Liara has scored. The effects are permanent and cumulative. So any she gets from like kills or getting intel or from scoring objectives, you count these, which means she might get a lot actually. 1 victory point, Liara gains the Evade keyword. 2 victory points, Liara upgrades to Elusive 2. Nice. 3 victory points, Liara upgrades to Frenzy 3. Nice. 4 victory points, Liara gains Tough. If you're able to keep Liara on an objective for 2 turns, you'd be able to do that. 5 victory points, Liara doesn't give any victory points when eliminated or leaving the game, which is worth 2. So yeah, it is somewhat substantial. 6 victory points, the final one. Liara is moved from the board at the end of the round after scoring objectives, but before checking scenario win conditions. If she's removed this way, you earn 1 victory point. So because it's all cumulative, if she's got the last one, she won't give your opponent any victory points, but she'd give you 1. Considering what else you get, if you get enough victory points, I feel like getting the 6 victory points is stupid, quite frankly. At this point, you're getting Frenzy 3, you're getting Elusive 2, so against shooting, you get 2 more survive dice for survive tests. You get Tough. Yeah, I'm not understanding the reason why you'd have that one, to be honest. I don't understand that why. Yeah, I think once you've got it to 5 victory points, you have a kill Stuff, to be honest. Having a stick on there for 6 victory points, I suppose no. Keep her on there and maybe score more victory points. I suppose there's worth there, but honestly, I'd have her there to attack enemies once she's got 5 victory points. Just have her run at enemies, because she is fairly decent close combat wise. And the final one for the specialised operations is Coming in Hot. After being called in by the drop shoot rule, but before rolling for impact, Sergeant Luck, I don't know how you pronounce that, may perform a single free shoot action against eligible targets that would be affected by impact. This attack always receives a height bonus, but never a clear shot. Furthermore, you may reroll 1 die when testing the strength of the impact blast. Okay, so make a 3 free shoot action with +1 dice. Actually, wait a minute. Shoot action. Ugluck has fire control. And they've both got hollow sight on them. So you're doing 2 shoots because it's got fire control. You can fire both weapons. And they've got hollow sight, so you'd be on 5 dice. That is pretty decent, actually. And then you get to do the drop suit thing, which can potentially pin people. That's pretty nice, all things considered, actually. It's essentially a 1 use only thing, but if you do use it, it's going to be really good. If you're not planning to drop in him from above, you've wasted it. I mean, the ones that you'd probably use the most are either Not a Leader by Choice or Earning Her Freedom. They're the ones you'd probably use the most, because while the drop suit thing is great, for some things it's really not that useful. Although, if an enemy's near an objective, you could call it down and then it'd be really good. So, starting with the leader, Hector Sanchez. Fire Control, Recon 4+, Resilient 2, Tactician 1, Resourceful by nature. So that's his splat. The active model may spend a special order result as a short action to place a terminal or token in a random unoccupied cube at the same level or lower. If it lands in a friendly deployment zone, don't place it and the die is still spent. Okay, so you need to be out of the way a bit for it to be useful. So as it's random, you'd have to roll to see where it actually lands, like a grenade, sort of. That being said, though, the terminal thing, any model, so that would be friend or foe. That's risky. Oh, that's risky. That's very risky. I don't know if I'd do that, to be honest. Anyway, speed 1-2, shoot 4, range of 4, fight of 4, survive 5, 1 armour, 2 health, size 1, 25mm base. He's got an auto-stabilised grenade launcher, which is range 5, explosive frag 3. Not bad. A pistol, which is range 3, and smoke grenades with a range 3 grenade smoke, and is worth 2 victory points. The smoke grenades are not one use, so it can keep chucking them and piling smoke around. That's not too bad at all. The auto-stabilised grenade launcher, you can move about with it in shoot, and with range 5, that's pretty far for an explosive weapon that's not indirect. Shooting's pretty decent, close combat's pretty decent, even though he's got no dedicated close combat weapon. He is more of a support leader, really. The explosive probably won't kill, but they'll pin things and throw stuff about. The smoke grenade will put smoke in, so not bad for objective purposes. And fire control means you could shoot the grenade launcher and throw a smoke grenade. Win-win! He's not really there for killing things. He's there for support, really, more than anything else. Next we have Linda Brute Force Winger. Charge, dismantle, energy shield 1, engineer, life support, and solid. Speed 1-2, range of 5, fight of 4, survive 5, armor 2, size 2, 2 health, 40mm base. Okay, I just thought 25 would work, but okay. I haven't seen the model in practice, so okay. She's got a nail gun, which is range 2 rapid fire, and a servo-powered fist and ram. Close combat weapon, EP 2, knockback, and smash 1. Pretty decent close combat. Because of dismantle, it makes her really good against starings and the like. She's got energy shield and life support, so she's got some defensive capabilities. She's got solid, so she ain't moving about or getting pinned for that matter. Charge gives her a bit of extra movement, which is nice to get her into close combat. Shooting's not great, but at least she's got something. As close combat characters go, she's pretty good. 40mm. I'll have to see the model. I'd have thought 40mm base would be too big. She's worth 2 victory points if I hadn't said. She's not bad. She's not bad at all. Survive at 5 is probably her main weakness, but with 2 armour, it's going to take a little bit to get through, and life support as well. She's only got 2 health, so yeah. I don't think she's too bad, and the 1 energy shield helps. Next we have Commando Sergeant Uluk. Can't pronounce it. Drop suit, fire control, tactician 1. So if Sanchez dies, you've still got some the extra command dice. Speed 1-2, range of 5, fight of 5, survive 4, 2 armour, 2 health, size 1, 25mm base. Got an auto blaster, which is range 2, hollow sight, and a laser rifle, which is range 6, hollow sight, rapid fire, worth 2 victory points. I'd have thought it'd be worth 3, because it's got fire control. Yes, you need to be with range 2 to do it, but you can fire both weapons, and they're both getting an extra dash, so you're getting 4. If you're higher up, you're getting 5. I mean, even if you try to shoot into close combat, you could rapid fire into close combat. Actually, you get an extra dice for that, and then you're -2, so you'd be on 5. -2 would be 3. So yes, you need 8, but I think it's worth possibly rapid firing into close combat with Urgluk, I think. Drop suit goes into a jump pack when it's landed. Drop suit's not a bad ability, but for some scenarios and against certain opponents, you don't want to use that. Fire control is somewhat situational, but against fast enemies, maybe not actually. Against Plague and Vermin, it might not be that bad, because being range 2 is kind of cancelled out, because Vermin and Plague are mostly speed 2-3 anyway, unless you use charge, which means Vermin would be speed 3 foot speed 3, and plus there's extra ways to get extra movement as well. So it's not a bad shoot, but if shoots on 5s, I'd have thought he'd shoot on 4s, but fine, I suppose, fine. But you do get an extra dice, so kind of cancels out a little bit. Next we have RO-8LOK and T4-P1T. They've got different names, but they are the same thing. The pose is slightly different on each one, but they both do the same thing. They've literally got the same things. So I'll just go through them once just to show you. They've got Beast, Construct, Remote, and Resilient 1. Speed 1, 2, no range stat, Fight 4, Survive 5, Armour 1, 3 health, Size 2, 40mm base. They've got Double Piston Fists, which is a close combat weapon, Smash 1, and they're worth 2 victory points. Again, another not bad close combat one. I like Lydia. You could have one with Lydia, so just as a combined close combat effort. It'd work, and actually in this list there's quite a few that's got Construct, isn't there? So that strip them down for parts could be useful. You do have to focus on Lydia though, that's the thing. So I still think it's somewhat situational. But Roadblock and Tar Pit are pretty good close combat units, I'd say. Yeah, they do the job. The only problem is that the poses look a bit, well, very dull, to be honest. Next is Orion. Construct Solstice programming. That's a special thing for him. Whenever Orion scores victory points for eliminating a leader or size 3/4 models, gain +1 victory point, which isn't bad. Most size 3 and 4 models are worth 3 victory points, if not more. There's 1 or 2 that's worth 2, but majority of them are worth 3 points or more. So he's the enemy big thing killer, essentially. But let's see what else he does. Speed 1, 2, range 4, Fight 6, Survive 4, Armour 2, 2 health, Size 1, 25mm base. He's got Ghost Blaster, which is range 6, AP 1, Hollow Sight, and he's worth 3 victory points. AP 1 with +1 die, shooting on 4s. Yeah, I could see him being a leader killer or a big thing killer quite well, actually. Shooting on 4s with Hollow Sight, getting him higher up with 5 dice. Yeah, I could see him doing a fair bit of damage. It'd not be that bad against most things, really. Hollow Sight and AP1. Yeah, that can go a long way. He's got 2 armour, surviving on 4s, and he's only size 1, so you can get him in there with a lot of the others quite easily. You don't want him in close combat because his fights on 6s, but surviving on 4s, so he's got a bit of defence capability if he does get into close combat. But his shooting's pretty good. He's like a short range sniper. Next we have the R515-Medibot. Construct, Defender Shield and Medic, which, considering how many armour 2 things there is, it's not a bad idea. Speed 1, 2, no range stat, Fight 5, Survive 5, no armour, 2 health, Size 1, 25mm base. Comes with a Body Slam, which is close combat, knockback, 1 victory point. You want this one with someone with 2 armour. Maybe Lydia or maybe Orion, so they can take effect of the Defender Shield. So that'll make them 3 armour. Plus it's a construct, so being pinned isn't an option. Or being affected by toxic, actually. The mega capabilities has somewhat use, but considering a lot of them are constructs, it's just there for the Defender Shield and Medic, really, isn't it? Apart from that, doesn't really do anything else. Shouldn't really be worth any victory points, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's only there for support capabilities, really. Nothing else. Next we have KR-0M3 Chrome. Construct, Defender Shield and Jump Pack. Speed 1, 2, range of 5, fight 4, survival 5, 1 armour, 2 health, size 1, 25mm base. It's got double plasma cannon, which is range 6, AP 3, heavy, weight fire 1, or plasma cannon, which is range 6, AP 2, and worth 3 victory points. Double plasma cannon. If it was weight of fire 2, and the range was a bit longer, or I don't know, just something else, just the extra AP. I suppose it's good for taking out striders and stuff like that, I suppose, but it's I'd have thought it'd be better shooting on 5s, shooting on the range stat would be the other way around to the fight stat, to be honest, because I don't see why it fights on 4s. Don't understand that whatsoever. It should shoot on 4s, fight on 5s. But yeah, that's just me. Another Defender Shield, meaning you get an extra armour, which is all things well and good. You could put Orion in the same cube, and they both get the effect of Defender Shield. That's not necessarily a bad idea at all. They could be a good fire team together. I don't know. It's good against armoured targets. Other than that, I'm struggling to see. Another shooty one's not bad. Another shooty one's not gonna get any arguments, but I can't. I suppose it's good against the anti-armour. I suppose that's it. Finally, is Liara the Fixer. Elusive 1, hacker, scout, stealthy. Speed 2, 2. Okay, speed 2, 2, not speed 2, 3. Alright, whatever. Range of 5, fight to 4, survive 4, no armour, 2 health, size 1, 25mm base. Got a wrist targeter, which is range 3, prey. Yeah, I don't see why this should cause damage. It's kind of like the Hand of the 7 drone with its prey thing, but can't shoot through walls, I suppose. Shooting on 5, sorry. But it's main there to get the prey off, and there's quite a few close combat capable people in this list, so yeah, that's pretty decent. It's got a hooked wrist blade, which is close combat, AP 1, frenzy 1, tenacious, so she's got some close combat capability. She's more for taking objectives and for putting prey on targets. Her main thing is putting the secondary thing is if you put earning freedom down, you want to make sure she does things. She's probably going to do things more on objectives rather than getting kills off, because she ain't going to get kills from range. She just ain't. Kills in close combat, it's possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible, but fight on 4s with AP 1 and frenzy 1, it's possible. That's all I can say on that. Elusive 1 means you get an extra survive dice when you're being shot at, so you've got that. Plus you can't get a clear shot at her because she's got stealthy, so that helps a lot. Speed 2 for a short action, so she's fairly nippy as well. She's fairly nippy. She's there to take objectives and put prey markers. That's what she's there for, really. This list confuses me. It's got good close combat capable people. It's got some good mid-range shooting. The leader's got some good support capabilities, and they've got a medic. But it just seems like it's a mess of different models that are just put together just cause. Of all the lists I've seen, and there's another one that I'll do at some point, it just feels like this one is the one where I don't really see the main point of them. I guess you could say the summoning down terminals things mean they could get objectives a lot quicker, and perhaps that's the thing, they're there just to take objectives and then that's it. But I mean, if any of you know what the point of them is and what they most effective are, put in the comments below, because I ain't seeing it, and I've been able to point out able to see what all the other special teams can do and what they're best at. These, I don't know. It's nice to have another characterful list in there, but apart from that, I don't know the point. But hey, that's just me. I'm probably missing something, which isn't new. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.